Are we live?
No, I don't have to say it.
Oh, okay.
Kind of
Are
tired
we
of saying
dead?
it.
First of all, thanks to everybody who signed up for the Patreon.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck
thanks.
yeah.
Yeah. Is this our first post Patreon
Dude, we're
launch
We're
pod?
rich now.
Post Patreon
Yeah.
Thanks,
pod.
guys.
Peter
Yeah.
Piper picked a pickled Patreon with Peter's penis.
Peter's pod.
Peter's Pecker Patreon.
Peter's pod,
Pounding.
bud.
Next week comes the OnlyFans.
We could do
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Dude, we could do Pete.
Launching my feet page.
Pete, you could do Peter's pods.
Oh, Pete's Pods.
Pete's pods.
What about Pete's
Could be
Pie-
like one-on-one pods with Pete.
It could be like Pete's Pieds. It was like my feet, you know? Isn't Pied French for feet? I think so.
Is it?
French people out there,
It's a
Pied
foot.
is foot, right? Pete's Pieds.
Yeah, I don't have
Pierre.
I don't have the mic
Pierre.
holder, so I'm gonna hold it again.
Pied de Pierre.
Thanks a lot, Tim.
I blame Jono, actually.
Okay, so yeah,
got the shitty standards,
Patreon.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody. We're like UNICEF kids now. We got $1 a day from like.
we don't have those cool little boxes though.
We got
Build
some good.
yourself.
We got some good stuff planned. We're gonna do some Patreon exclusives.
Patriotic.
You can look deep into the minds of.
We're gonna have a competition who can pee the farthest.
I'm in.
Pretty
I
sure
know.
I
for a
heard you
fact-
got- I heard you got
I know for a
hard
fact
pressure.
that Tim
Yeah.
has the hardest
Piss?
piss
Because you
stream.
hear it.
No,
yeah.
I've seen it.
Oh shit.
We were at a bachelor party, and
We're playing with our dicks as boys do.
as you do.
Boys love your boys.
But when you went out, like, it was in like a loft thing out in the country, and everybody was having beers, so there was no like washroom. It was like over top of the garage, so there's no washroom there, and everybody just went out to like the balcony to piss, and there was like a tree, like pretty close by, but hard to hit.
Close before.
And everybody was, trying to piss far enough to hit it. And Tim basically hit like everybody was hitting like the base of the tree. Tim basically just hit it like straight on somehow, just like
Fire hose.
Dude,
It like blasted through the tree and hit the tree behind
dude,
it or what?
the PSI. And I called bullshit on it. So I
think he's
stood.
using his thumb
He's
to
got a
like
pump in
increase
there.
the pressure.
Dude,
There's no hands.
like a hose.
No, dude. You know what happened is when the doctors took his balls out, they replaced them with like a piss pressure pump.
CO2.
Yeah.
It's like pumps on your Reebok. You just gotta pump up your prostate.
I thought it was like one of those ones you step on.
That
Dude,
too.
so I
Nice.
stood.
Step on my balls.
I was like, no way. And so I stood like behind Tim, like, and like looked over his shoulder at the stream, and it was just like,
Wow,
like,
that's intense.
the hell? You must have a small urethra.
Tim's powerful pecker.
small something.
We're off to a good start
Like,
today.
so okay, so I guess here's a weird thing to talk about.
It's just
Okay.
functional. You know?
People's is there like a standard size of
Urethra diameter?
or just or veins,
Probably.
like veins,
I
or
doubt it.
are
I
people's
don't know.
veins all different sizes?
I assume
I know.
so.
Probably.
Like, all
I
my
guess
veins
that
are
would make
different
sense.
sizes.
There's probably no standard size.
There's no
Like I
standard.
got one here that's like the size of a fucking worm. And then I got
Oh,
one
Pete's
over
got
here that's
worms,
like-
man.
Yeah, I got a worm in my arm.
This one actually is the worm.
Speaking of worms,
why I'm so skinny.
speaking of worms, you guys, I had a funny thought the other day. Could you imagine? Imagine this.
No, I can't.
Imagine this. Use your imagination for
I
a sec.
literally cannot.
You know the old tea kettles that they when they start boiling, they whistle like
No.
or whatever. Yeah, exactly. It's pretty good at that. Can you imagine if penises whistled like tea kettles when they were about to come? Can you imagine that shit?
Why?
On YouTube?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Why not? Talk about
Imagine it'd be like,
bodies
oh shit,
fluid. I don't know if you can do that. Dude, it's like a slide whistle.
Can't monetize this
imagine
one.
that? Oh man, whistling dick.
Especially if the whistling dick was like
Whistle dog.
in a person,
Yeah.
like in their butt or something. It'd be like the weirdest part. You're like,
God damn.
You know what though?
Okay, no, hold on.
it'd be
If
funny because
everyone, no, but
there'd
if
be-
everyone's urethras are different sizes,
Some people
everyone
might
will
whistle.
have different pitched whistles.
Oh yeah, dude. You know, it'd be funny because parents would know when their kids are starting to jack off because they'd be like, they'd be going to bed at night, and little 11-year-old Jimmy down in his basement bedroom there, be like, "Oh fuck, Jimmy learned how to jerk off."
Mom, I'm just making tea. Stay out of my room.
Bullshit, those tea kettles are all
The
done.
third time you've made tea this hour, you gotta give yourself a break.
Yeah, people be getting busted whacking it a lot more if that happened.
Yeah, man. Or maybe it would just be like sweet music to everybody's ears.
Could be.
Just like,
I-
wow, that's-
Oh, sort of like that. I have heard, or at least read stories on Reddit where like deaf people, they don't know that they're making like sounds.
yeah.
And so
Oh,
they'll be
the
like,
fapping.
oh yeah, I just like crank one out, and then like someone's, yeah, and they're just like, yeah, I didn't realize that it like made noise.
You got to let that go.
Oh, I guess,
I
yeah.
think like if you're
That's forgivable.
yeah, if you're like a deaf person, it's like it. And if you heard that and you were like, it was your son or brother or whatever.
Yeah.
I think you just have to let that go. You have to
Oh,
pretend
yeah.
like it never happened.
Yeah, you couldn't talk to him.
You'd be like, bro, you can't be screaming while you're What if it was like some like what if it was like a nice vibrato? Yeah.
That'd be dope.
Something funny like that. 'Cause they don't know what that sounds like, right?
I guess, yeah. Jeez, that'd be tough.
Hey son, why are you running around in flip flops in there?
Where
It's
do
a
we go
rough
from here?
start, dude.
Oh, we're on fire today, boys.
Well, we could talk about my stand-up career.
Yeah, what,
So,
what's up with that?
well, my girlfriend has been embracing the stand-up. She's
Nice.
being like, Tim, yeah, you should start writing stand-up. So okay,
Dude, please do
Here it
this.
is.
Please
So-
do
awesome.
this.
so I tested my opening line on her,
Okay.
and so she found it quite funny. So
Okay.
Let her rip, dude.
Did
So
it make
this
her
is-
whistle?
There you go.
yes. So this is also why I'll never be able to run for office.
Okay.
Okay, so
That's
here we go.
that's the reason. Okay.
Enter, yeah, enter scene.
Enter scene.
Okay.
Tim comes out on stage wearing nothing but his jockstrap.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. I'm Tim Brown. Thank you so much for coming out to my stand-up. Really excited to be here. Looking out in the audience, I see no children, which is good because I'm about to start talking about...
Wow, what a great audience.
Oh, shit!
You might get some laughs for that. You get some
There we
laughs.
go. That's my story.
I'm going for gas.
Is that? I thought that was going to be a segue for like. Where's
Wow, what a
the
great
joke
audience.
after that?
Well, I don't know. I got to write it.
you gotta write it.
That's
Okay,
the,
okay.
That's the first start.
Okay.
Write the
Dude.
intro.
Yeah. That's a good intro.
Are you gonna update us on the podcast every time you write a new chunk?
Yeah.
So you're gonna be
Sweet.
a vulgar guy.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna be
Dirty
a crass,
Yeah. I don't know how to
dirty.
not be dirty.
Yeah, I don't. Like,
What's the deal with airplane food? I
Yeah,
don't
man.
fucking know.
You got to just
Don't
have
eat it.
funny observations. Speaking of stand-up comedy, I went to see John Mulaney
Oh,
last
shit.
night,
Nice.
and it was fucking funny. Oh, you know it was so weird. It was one of those you can't bring a cell phone in,
Oh yeah.
and so they give you like a little pouch that like locks, and you can't get your phone out of it
until
So, like,
you leave.
Yeah. So it's like if you like lose your friends, it's just like, or you don't have a watch, you're just like, I don't know what time it is.
Bro, what would happen if there was like a fire in the venue and you all had to fuck off outside? Nobody can phone the fucking fire department.
I think there
Yeah.
are still phones that exist in the building.
No.
but just
No. Not allowed.
Oh god.
Where was it?
I was at Rogers.
Oh, okay. Big show.
Big
that's
show.
huge.
Yeah.
Show.
Yeah.
Damn.
John was like, I never heard of him. It's like, oh, he's only at fucking Rogers.
no, I said I've never listened to him. I've heard of him because I've driven past his fucking billboard. Because I live right near Rogers' place, but where he performed. I've
Dude, you
driven
just
past his
doxed
billboard.
yourself. You just doxed yourself.
Yes, I live in the most densely populated part of the city. Have fun finding me. Like,
Challenge
Firebombs incoming.
accepted.
John was getting swatted.
Fun fact, every time I do walk by your apartment building, I call your name. But have you ever heard anybody walking around the street calling?
Jono!
Jono! I do that every time I walk by your building. Jono! I don't walk by it that often.
I was gonna say what?
But when I do,
I doubt I could hear you over the.
What if I drive by?
Fucking like they've been demolishing a building like right next to
Can
me
you
for the
can
last
you hear
month.
can you hear him whistling from his apartment?
no, I can't. that guy from was South Point? No, Family Guy. He's actually not whistling when he's speaking. He's just coming all the time.
Oh, the old man.
Yeah, old man. Dirty old man.
Do you remember how big Family Guy was?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's hilarious.
I
when it
love
first
that
came out.
show.
Yeah.
And then it got canceled.
And then
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
and
like,
then-
after a second season, or like not renewed, basically, not canceled as it means today, but like
didn't it blow up on Netflix? Wasn't that the deal? Like it went to.
I thought it was
Oh,
pre-Netflix.
it was
I think
DVD. It went to DVD,
Yeah.
and people bought the DVDs, and then it like got super popular.
yeah.
On DVD. On DVD?
On DVD.
And then it
DVD.
became, remember that one time I blank, blank, blank? It's like, oh my God, what happened? And
Oh,
then basically,
yeah. Yeah,
that was South Park roasted it into oblivion. And I
That's true.
could not watch it ever
Dude,
again.
South Park just like ended so many careers. Like the
Oh, yeah.
Simpsons. Simpsons did it. Like
Yeah,
that
Simpsons
shit.
did
Like,
it.
oh, man.
You can't escape. If South Park has it in for you, man, they're
Oh, yeah.
gonna tear you to
Dude,
pieces.
remember
Was
when
it
they
so-
killed Kanye? They like
Oh,
just
yeah.
like annihilated him on the show.
Dude, I remember
You like
they had an
fish
episode
sticks?
where they had Britney Spears like shoot unalive herself with a gun.
Unalive herself. Oh my god.
That's the PC way to say it.
Yeah.
No, but they showed everything. I'm like, God damn, dude! Like,
Blows your head off on
Yeah.
it. Damn.
Wow, dude. Jeez.
Good show.
Yeah,
super funny.
You know what I found what's really smart about the South Park though is like when it first started out, it was all poop fart jokes, you know. But the audience was we were in what, like middle school, high school, maybe. Well, I was.
Yeah, I know.
just
Yeah, we
born.
were
Yeah,
young
yeah.
when it came
Yeah,
out.
we were young when it came out, and that's what we were interested in: poop, fart, jokes, shit, piss and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, we still are,
Gross.
but then as we grew up, the show kind of grew up with us and became more and more political, more current events, more like that, and
Yeah,
they really
got smart.
like followed their demographic well that way. I think.
yeah.
Dude, the funniest one I saw lately was they alluded to that the character Token was actually Tolkien the entire time,
yeah.
and that
J.R.R.
the viewer was wrong for assuming that it was Token.
That's
But
fucking
that's
funny.
it's like a meta
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
They do a lot of that shit.
good.
It was
Yeah.
so good. And then I was just
great.
like, has it always been Tolkien? Because it's like that's such a long con. Like it wasn't. I don't think. but-
I don't think so. You've definitely seen his name like on name tags, and they've
Yeah.
spelled it out. I'm pretty sure. But do you guys remember? This was like one
I
of the earlier
remember.
seasons. They did like a Scooby Doo mystery episode, but with the band Korn.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds good though.
This shit's so ridiculous. So many good ones.
Who was the dog?
Oh, I don't know. Probably the drummer.
Roast.
Roasted.
Roasted.
Corey reposted us roasting him.
Yeah, I thought that was
on
funny. Let's
Instagram.
roast him
That was
again.
cool. Let's
Nice
roast him again.
beard, bro.
Oh, dude.
That's so funny.
What's up with your triggers, bro?
Oh yeah, that's another thing I was thinking. I should probably speak on some of the comments that have been
Oh, on our.
put in here.
We need to start
Did we
getting.
get any mean ones?
Yeah, we need to start getting
These guys
the
are fucking
doing a
idiots.
live broadcast of these on the page, and then
Yeah,
people can
yeah.
fucking chat at us.
Sure.
Pitch
Yo,
in.
man, talk about my fucking whistling dick. Okay. Can we harmonize?
I mean,
Oh,
hey,
that'd be
maybe next
sick.
time we could also do like an Instagram live and like live react.
Oh shit,
Podcast.
That would be cool.
Gonna have to get some more fans first.
we got a bunch like lately.
Yeah, we got a couple.
I think this was about the weed smoking. We used to call them buckets.
What?
This is Craig
Doing
Woodstrack.
Cut off 2-liter buckets. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
What? Sorry. What is the context?
You know
The,
that when we were talking about the weed smoking
Yeah, cut off 2-liter.
Mm.
contraptions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Widow's peaks are coming for all of us. Yeah, that's true.
Can't get away.
Shitty.
What
It's
else
funny
we got
that
here?
we're reading that one as we're all wearing hats.
Yeah, dude.
No.
no,
This is the hat day.
no.
Well, we got our first big snowfall here yesterday, so it's cold now. We gotta keep these fucking noggins warm.
That's how
It's
you
cold
kill.
and icy.
That's how we kill off all the weak drivers. Snowfalls.
No.
They're all
Yesterday
bad.
it was like
No,
over
no.
100 accidents in the city yesterday.
The weak
Yeah.
drivers all drive like 30 under the speed limit. They're just like putzing
Probably
along,
safer
and then you
than
get
30 over.
yeah. Well, you get the two extremes, and then you get the guys in the pickup trucks that are hitting all these people
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they can't stop, and they're the
Yeah.
ones going 30 over the
Yeah,
speed limit
yeah,
like normal.
Actually,
I was
Berta.
I saw yesterday because I had to go like deliver some stuff for work. There was just like
pizzas.
yeah, basically. I'm an Uber driver now, and but I went through this one intersection, and there was just like emergency vehicles everywhere, and then there's a guy just like wandering around in the intersection. I was like, "What the fuck just happened?"
I saw that today.
Were
No.
you in the north?
No, I was on the south side.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
Got an
On the
accident.
west end.
Bonked his noggin. and
Oh,
his
I don't know
neighbor
what the
around.
fuck happened, but there was a ton of
That's
emergency
pretty
vehicles.
commonplace in my old neighborhood.
Yeah.
No, this is in the west end, dude.
Wacky people wandering around the street.
And then today, on the way here, there was like a woman in like a big minivan, and she was like taking up both left turn lanes to like leave my house to get on the white mud. And she got out of her car, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And she's like,
Drunk.
I was like, is this chick like drunk as fuck? And I like managed to get around her, and then we're turning left because the left arrow turned on, and she like managed to get back in her car. I don't know what the fuck was happening. And then she's just like drifting into my lane. It's like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. So I just
Get away from those fuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay
away.
Have you guys ever seen a car crash happen in person
Yeah,
that
I
you
have.
were not involved in?
I have, yeah.
Yeah. When I was very, very little, actually, it was the first time I saw
Oh, you
like
talked about that.
I saw an injury. It was I was with my dad, and this lady had a
Morbid.
bone sticking out of her shin. Man, it was
Yuck.
gross.
Metal.
It was
Yeah, I
so
saw like
gross.
like
you
a
lick it?
side.
Nah,
Like
it was
someone-
wasn't.
Yeah,
flavor.
like someone
my favorite flavor.
wasn't paying attention and they turned left onto a street, and the person going that way smashed them, smoked them. And I was like maybe 16 or 17.
Yeah.
I was driving like my parents' car, and I just like kept driving, and then I was like, was I supposed to like stop and like?
Laugh at them?
Well, it wasn't like a super serious accident, but I mean,
Yeah.
I was like
Yeah.
a witness. I think
supposed
I was, yeah, but at the time I was just like, I gotta go to jam. It's just like, well, whatever. There's other
can
people.
hold their
I mean, there was a lot of other cars there that were
yeah,
like
yeah.
stopped, so I was like, I don't need to be here.
You know, I was just thinking of that on my way here today. Actually, there was this lady in the right hand lane. I was in the middle lane, and you know how quite often, way too often, you'll be driving, somebody'll signal like right after they've already started to make a lane change. So obviously they're not looking. You know, you're supposed to signal first, let people know you're going to make a lane change, and then do it right after
That's
you
why I
shoulder
don't
checked
even
and all
bother
that
signaling.
bullshit. So, well, she's creeping over, and I know exactly what's going to happen. I'm like, I get ready for the horn, and then her signal light comes on, and when she's already committed into it, and she's going to hit me, I'm like, beep, and she, boom, jars over back to the right, and I was like, holy fuck, man, what would happen if she did that? And then she overcorrected too much and then spun out and slammed into the ditch and had an accident all by herself without touching my car. That wouldn't be a collision. Would I have to stop, or would there would be nothing that I would have to do but
hell
keep
no.
going, right?
driving.
Yeah.
Fuck that idiot.
I wouldn't have to
Learn
stop,
to drive. Pay attention.
Yeah, okay, good.
You're driving a fucking
Thought about that.
death machine, and you're gonna
It's true.
Are we
fucking
gonna have
act
to
like
put-
an idiot.
Are we gonna have to put one of those legal disclaimers over
None
this
of this is
episode?
all
Yeah.
fiction. For the record, all of this is fiction.
Yeah, do not take
not-
legal advice
Yeah,
from
this is not to
anybody
be
in this band.
misconstrued.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like I don't know, man. It's always so crazy to me, like how careless people are.
the
Also,
road,
like
yeah.
how I mean, I'm a victim of road rage. Also, like it happens to me. I get fucking disproportionately mad at people.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, I always thought it was funny because if you look at like the small amount of power you get from driving a vehicle and like how different you become,
A death machine.
how different you become. Now imagine being like uber rich, like how different you would act. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
dude, everybody like would
Yeah.
change for sure.
I
You
remember
wouldn't care about photo radar. You just zoom through them all. 'cause
Or
you're
just-
like, oh,
just
there's,
like
there's
the-
my monthly $500 speeding ticket.
whatever.
bill,
Not
Not
whatever.
even about driving, like just
about life
imagine
in
just
general?
life in
Oh,
general.
yeah,
If you were like
sure,
if you felt super powerful with like the amount of money or influence you had, like fucking Trump
yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like you would be such a different person.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe.
I remember I read somewhere that like or part of the reason why so many people get road rage is because it's basically your fight or flight response kicking in.
Yeah,
because
'cause you're moving
going,
so fast
Yeah, you're
and your
moving
brain
so
knows
fast.
it, yeah.
Your brain's like,
Yeah, I read
you're
that too.
probably gonna die. Figure it out.
Yeah. Everything's heightened.
This is way too
because-
fast.
Yeah.
We're going way too fast.
Everything's heightened because your
Yeah.
brain is like,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be moving this fast when you're sitting. This is weird.
Yeah.
And then something riles you up and you get more riled up.
Which also, like parallel to
Makes
that,
sense.
I feel that way most times. Like if I'm on stage and something goes wrong, it's like I fly off the handle. I'm just so.
I'm gonna kill Pete.
Yeah, it's always Pete every single time. Like, where is he?
My China symbol fell off the drum fucking riser. Pete.
Bass players, scapegoat for everything. What do you do?
No,
So does that mean if you're flying in a plane, you're like extra ragey because
probably.
you're going so fast?
I don't think so. I don't think you register that you're moving.
It's too fast.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know, but like if you're a pilot, you're up front and you see the sky and shit in front of you. I'm sure.
Oh,
But
the
you're not-
pilot's probably
the
raging.
pilot,
Yeah.
dude. And another
know.
plane flies by. He's going, "Fuck that guy! I'm gonna fuck him up. I'm getting out of this thing right now."
Get out of my airspace, piece of shit.
Yeah, I don't
He
know.
didn't even
You don't-
fucking
because
signal.
because you don't have references of like how fast you're going. I don't think your brain can process
That's
that.
true, because when skydiving, the one thing that I noticed that was very interesting is, you don't feel how fast you're moving. It just feels like you're floating. It's like when you're in a car going down the highway. If you look to the side,
Yeah.
you see a bunch of trees and bullshit going by. You're like, boom, 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 right?
Yeah.
But like if you're falling, there's nothing to reference on either side of you. Everything just looks like it's not
Just
even moving.
getting closer.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, no, but that's why people don't get road rage in Saskatchewan because there's nothing.
Yeah. There's
okay,
only
I
fence
see.
posts. Roasted Saskatchewan, roasted.
Suck you, Saskatchewan. Most of Alberta is basically the same.
Exactly
We're
the
gonna
same.
get beat up next time we go
We
there.
have
now.
a sliver of mountains on one side. That's
Yeah.
about it.
It's so beautiful. Oh, so beautiful. Mountains are sick.
Oh yeah.
Mountains are sweet.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to come over to Edmonton,
Dan's house,
they can
his
stay. No,
address.
they can stay with Tim. Tim's got a
Okay,
space.
yeah.
Tim's address.
They
That's
can
space.
stay in our jam space.
You can sleep
My
on
former
Jono's
bedroom.
drums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can hang out and see the mountains.
Don't touch my fucking batteries.
Stay with my fucking batteries, bro.
Don't touch my
drum
boat.
set, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I grew up right smack dab in the middle of the Rocky Mountains.
What the hell happened to my beer?
Uh-oh.
Bro, what happened to my beer?
Is Pete
Where'd
drinking?
it go?
beer?
I've been holding on to my
Ah,
beer.
there it
Hey.
Classic.
It's empty, too.
It's empty.
Shit. There's a full Coors Light over there. Speaking of mountains.
Nice and warm.
Yeah.
Bingo. You
There's
know,
no blue on
no,
that
it
one.
stays pretty cold. Beer, I don't know. Like beers stay cold enough in the basement.
Yeah.
It's in the basement. Yeah. Let's see. Taste test
In the
compared to the Bud Light. What is this? It's not as cold.
Yeah.
It tastes way worse.
Yeah.
It's
That'll
not
do it.
even close to as cold as that.
Basically, this tastes way worse.
Now, what
Damn
if
it!
you had-
The mountain's not blue.
If you had a cold Coors Light and a warm Bud Light, would the Bud Light taste better than the... Yeah.
No, it wouldn't. No.
Would that be a variation of our taste test episode idea where we do just all warm beers too?
Which beers taste good
cold
warm?
and warm? That would be
Oh,
funny.
that
Which
would-
one
that would
tastes
be
better
funny.
warm?
We should also heat them up.
Hot
Oh,
beer.
hot day.
Hot steaming beers?
Yeah.
Try hot beers, yeah.
We should boil some beers and see what it tastes like. I bet it would be.
I bet you the
fucking-
stouts and like coffee stouts and shit would be sick.
Yeah, we gotta boil a fucking Bud Light and see how that tastes.
I don't think we're ever gonna get a sponsorship deal with Bud Light. If
Yeah,
Like,
and
you
then-
guys gotta stop. We're like, oh, let's gel. What would the term for that be?
Gel.
Turning it into gelatin.
Oh.
Jellifying, yeah.
Jellify.
jellification.
Jelking.
Let's
Yeah.
jellify the
Jelking.
the
That sounds
Bud.
like a dirty sex
Caramelized?
move.
Yeah, jelking is when you.
Oh, dude, she jelked me
when
so
you-
hard last night.
When you. I don't even want to talk about it. Jelking. I think this was the boys in Spellcaster
Jizz Ice Cube.
and who are now the boys in
Unto others.
Unto Others.
yeah.
I think they introduced us to the term jelking,
What
which
is-
is
what
to
is jelking?
which is just to try and make your dick longer by just pulling it.
See, I knew there was something to do with like dicks or
It's like
something.
some high school shit.
Okay,
like,
well,
oh,
you know,
jelking.
Well, because you get those ads sometimes on like dirty websites that are like, just do this to make your cock fucking 3 times longer, and I'm
Just
like, dude,
smash
I
it with a
don't need
hammer.
it fucking 3 times longer.
It's
Christ.
like it's like schnitzel.
3 times
like
one
a
is 3.
regular piece of like pork cutlet. It's it's like the size of your fist or whatever. You smash it with a hammer.
It's true.
It gets way bigger.
Wider.
Way bigger.
Wider.
Yeah.
Flatter but wider.
So the secret to life is if you want a huge
like a
dong,
beaver tail.
smash it with a hammer and then bread it.
I'm just imagining like Play-Doh consistency.
Can you imagine your dick was like a beaver tail, like wide and long, but like flat, and you could just like whack people with it.
Oh,
What if you
shit.
could roll it up in
That'd
a
be
tube?
sick, dude.
Dude, you know what?
Origami penis.
Oh,
Speaking
man.
of mutilations,
Uh-oh.
I went to see the movie Terrifier 2.
How was it?
Have you seen Terrifier 1?
I have, yes.
I
it's
just
fucked.
saw Saw.
Yeah, it was
It is
crazy.
fucked.
It's a crazy horror movie.
Terrifier 2, significantly more fucked.
Really?
Dude, I was like,
one was good.
I was watching it and was like, "Eh." You know, I like horror movies, but I was just like, holy shit, this is fucking nuts.
pretty
dude.
crazy, eh?
Dude, it was like,
Damn, dude.
and the fuck part was there was a dude in the theater. It was like a small,
jelking?
small theater.
he
was
whistling
clearly
the whole
jelking.
goddamn time. Fuck.
in the background. No, he every time like the killer like mutilated someone, he would go, yeah, he would go, yeah.
Are you sure that wasn't you?
No, it was some dude in the fucking back, and like it was so fucking annoying, dude. Like, I mean, I get it. You're like pumped to see some like indie kind of horror movie thing at like a small theater. It's like kind of a cool
Oh,
thing.
is this at Metro?
Yeah, but I was like, shut the fuck up, man. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Shut the fuck up.
Dude, and like the guy in front of us, like he was like, yeah, and then the guy in the back was just like, shut the fuck up. Like, and then another guy did it later. He was like, yeah, and the dude was like, dude, shut the fuck up, and everybody clapped. It was like, oh, can you imagine being that guy? You're like just pumped. You're like, this is my favorite movie. I'm so excited to see it. I'm gonna cheer. I'm gonna yell, yeah, every time something crazy happens, and then the whole theater is like, "Shut the fuck up," and then claps when you do shut the fuck up.
Dude.
When I went to go
Deserved it.
see Rambo 4. What is
The newest Rambo?
well the newest.
newest?
It's
The
not.
newest,
It's
yeah.
not new at this point. It's probably like 10 years old.
zone. Go
home. Yeah, yeah.
dude, that was an event. Dude, that was amazing. That movie was fucking awesome.
I'm gonna blow up the people in Vietnam.
Yeah. So
Burma's a war zone.
anyways,
Go
there's
home.
like I'm in the theater. There's not a ton of people in the theater, but there's like the one scene where the evil guys they like storm into a little village and they start killing people.
Yeah, it's
And-
brutal.
And they like
Yeah,
pick
Rambo
up.
movies are fucking
They pick up
crazy,
like
man.
a kid and they just throw him into a fire, and I just like was crying laughing.
Jesus
could
Christ.
not hold it in.
What the hell?
And then yeah, anyway, like
'Cause it's
everyone
just so
else
over
is
the
like
top, right?
yeah, everyone else is like, you know, sad, somber because it's like violent and evil, and I'm just like,
terrible.
ah, ha, ha, they just threw that kid in the fire.
Rock.
Did you just out yourself as a psychopath?
No, I mean, I
He
get,
was the guy in the
I
theater.
get, I
watching
get it,
Yeah,
dude.
that was-
He's like, yeah.
Well, that's what you watch Rambo for, the extreme violence.
Oh yeah, because it's so over the top.
Yeah.
Well, I
It's
mean, like,
awesome.
I get why you laugh. Like, I mean, we were laughing in that in the Terrifier 2 movie
Yeah.
because it was like so fucking extreme.
Yeah.
Like it was like that's got to be one of the most extreme horror movies I've seen. That and the movie Martyrs. Martyrs was like that one is if you don't like horror movies, definitely do not watch that one. It is like maybe the worst one to watch.
Now, is it a horror film or is it a gore film?
It's like a bit of both.
Okay.
The
'Cause,
premise,
yeah, just gore is quite often not that scary.
No.
but it depends on the kind.
dude.
of gore.
The thing about it, like that movie starts crazy. Like the first thing that
Martyrs?
happens is like a dude opens a door and some girl with a shotgun just like blasts him. It's like the first scene, I think. And then you start to figure out
In the
why.
face.
Yeah, it's just like a suburban home. I can't remember.
It's probably a pretty quick way to die.
It was
really.
extreme. I probably shot him in the chest. But
yeah, probably
um,
won't be
as
as
fast.
much
so
fun.
spoiler alert, I'll just ruin this movie for everybody. Unless you guys are gonna watch it, then I won't spoil it.
I fucking hate horror.
There you go.
and gore.
Nobody likes them. So
Really?
so in this movie, I'll try not to spoil it too much. So skip ahead if you don't want to.
Skip ahead
Yeah.
to
Or
this
someone
time
pause it.
stamp.
Pause it. Watch the movie.
Press the
Look at yourself in the mirror and be like, "What the fuck was that?"
Opening
come back to the
scene
podcast.
is someone goes and eats 40 hot wings and then they shit themselves to death.
Shit
Oh, yeah, let's wrap this up. I
Shit.
won't wait.
So, yeah. So, what happens is essentially the premise is rich people torturing people
Oh. There's a few movies
to the
like that.
to the brink of like absolute like death.
So they're edging.
It's essentially
Death edging.
It's like yeah,
Edging.
and then they the idea is that they get so close to death that they like let go and they see the other side, and rich people are paying to find out what's on the other side.
Oh,
But like the movie is fucking nuts,
wow.
dude. It's crazy.
Martyrs, right?
Martyrs. Yeah.
You know, everybody else too. If you want to see a fucked up movie, you got to watch Skins. I think it's a Spanish movie. No, it's wacky, dude. And but
Skins?
it's not scary. It's just fucked up. Like there's like I think it's about people with like super rare and strange like birth defects that aren't actually real. Like someone who was born with a butthole here instead of their mouth. Like,
This is very Pete
oh
movie.
no, dude!
yeah.
This movie is so fucking funny, and I can't tell you the ending because the ending is the most ridiculous part. And you gotta watch it all the way to the end, because what happens at the end, you'll be like, "Oh my fucking god, I can't believe they went there."
Does he shit out
But
of his mouth?
No, it's
Dude.
it's worse.
Dude, you know what's
It's
also
worse. Shit out of his.
a movie
worse.
a movie like that we watched on tour one time is the movie Splice. Have you guys seen that
Oh
one?
yeah, that's a good movie.
It's so funny.
the alien.
Yes.
thing. Yeah.
So they like they grow like
alien.
this it's not even I don't even think it's an alien.
No.
They just grow this thing in a lab and
Yeah,
it
they
turns
take
into
human
a
DNA and then alien DNA. I think
is
what
it,
it was.
is it alien? Okay,
Yeah,
man,
I think
could
so.
be. And anyways, it's like a movie where the entire time you're just like, there's no way it's gonna do that, right? Like, there's no way that's gonna happen. And then you're like, no fucking way,
It happened.
it happened. And then it's like the next thing happens, and you're like, I can't, no way. Because you kind of see it
They
coming.
allude
and-
to it,
yeah,
yeah,
and you're
yeah.
just like, no way, dude.
Skins is the same way. They'll
It's
allude
so
to this
funny.
weird ass shit happening, and you'll be like, nah. And then you'll be like, oh my god, he fucking did it. That was fucked up.
My brother was watching a fucked up movie on Halloween, and like I only saw, I don't know, like 20 minutes of it. I think it was called Men or something.
Oh, I've seen that one come up a bunch of times.
And
yeah.
like I guess I just saw like the worst part of it.
Oh,
but
yeah,
it was
yeah.
just like a
Fucking
guy who's like pregnant or something, and he's like, and then like he's like pregnant, and then like
Was it Leslie Nielsen? Didn't he do a movie where he was pregnant?
no.
Schwarzenegger.
But anyways, like
Oh,
that man gives birth to another like fully grown man out of his ass, and he comes out of his body,
Ah, yes, the old anal birth.
and then that guy like walks a few steps and walks up to I don't know, she looked like a nurse or something, but they're outside. And he's like, oh, and he like falls over, and then another man comes out of the belly button, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
of the baby that just got born, or the same
Dude,
guy?
that's
born
called
birthday?
art, dude.
yeah.
It's called those Russian
it's like
nesting dolls.
Yeah, well, it's like a fully grown man coming out of another fully grown
then a
man,
tinier
out of another
man.
fully grown man comes out of. It's just like, and they're all covered in blood, and it's super gory, and it's like, what the fuck is this? Anyways, it was fucked up and weird. I missed
Wow.
most of the
High
movie.
art.
I guess I gotta watch that movie
Art,
now.
dude.
Yeah.
It keeps
It's
coming
art.
up on my Prime or
It's-
my Netflix or
It's
whatever.
the best way to get your whistle going.
If you know what I'm saying.
Jeez.
I'm gonna.
That's nasty.
Ready to spooge. I'm gonna squirt. Yeah, I'm gonna be good at that.
Jeez. So I'm thinking about going pro on the
Oh, I
sports
got it.
betting.
Got it. Oh yeah, you've been
I'm
cashing
cleaning
in or
up,
what?
Cleaning up on the sports betting.
$200 a game or what?
Getting a couple $100.
That one guy at
Yeah.
the Halloween party was a pro poker player.
Damn. A proker.
Cool.
Really?
Yeah,
Pro gambler?
pro.
Shit, I should have talked to him, dude. I'm like, I might go pro with the fucking bet 365, dude.
What's that app that they're always advertising on hockey games?
Isn't it Bet 365?
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't know. It's the only one I've seen.
There's like official Alberta gambling apps too, where you can just like blow all your money on shitty ass
gotta
fucking
wonder
cell
about-
phone app.
Dude, it's crazy.
The apps, though, I feel like that's just inherently rigged for them to make money.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I feel like that's an uphill battle.
And it's like
so
all those
weird.
all those
Scenario.
games too that you play where every level you clear you got to watch a 30-second ad or whatever. Like
yeah.
they're making all their money off ad revenue.
Oh, yeah,
those guys.
totally.
Yeah. They just make a shitty ass game that fucking sucks, but makes everybody watch ads the whole goddamn time. So they play like once and you get a bunch of ad rev.
Yeah, I think
It'd be sweet. Maybe I'll make
I
a
can't
game.
remember who it was, but someone was telling me that like they had applied for a job doing like programming for a video game,
Oh, yeah.
like a mobile game, and it was like the like premise of it was just like how can we extract the most amount of money out of people? Like how can we get
totally.
we were like how can we get people addicted to
get
this
'em
game? It's
hooked.
like it's not even about any kind of art or entertainment. It's just like
Yeah.
what can we do to make like Facebook moms spend fucking all
Yeah.
their time on this dumb app?
Yeah.
Was
Totally.
this by chance a game from EA?
It's
no,
in the game.
it
Nah,
was like
they
a
seem a
smaller
little more
developer.
legit. Yeah, it'd be one of those ones where it's like a ski jumper
No,
where you
they're
just
not.
you jump,
not
and,
more legit,
and then
Pete.
every time you do a jump, you get a little bit farther, and then have to watch another ad, and then you get to level up like a tiny little bit, so you get to go a little bit further. Pretty next thing you know, fucking 2 hours gone by, and you're fucking still on this stupid ski jump.
A fun hack I figured out with
God,
that kind
I
of
hate those
stuff.
games.
I learned this on tour, like before I got a SIM card for the US, and so I didn't have any like data or anything. I would just, because my phone was on airplane mode, none of the ads would load. So it would just you just
sweet,
skip
yeah.
through it. So
that's pretty good idea.
Hot tips from Jono.
But then you don't get to choose the option to get more reward money by watching an ad.
damn.
Well, so
Shit.
speaking of games that want you to spend money, I've been playing that fucking Apex Legends game.
On mobile?
No, not mobile, just regular.
Wasn't nobody
Regular
playing
degular on console. And I've been playing that for like since it came out. It's been out for like 2 years, maybe more.
a good game.
I've
Probably
never
more.
spent a fucking single dime
Yeah, me
on it.
neither.
I've
Fuck
never
that.
spent a single fucking
Yeah,
dime,
same.
and like hours of entertainment. Like, I mean, I get that me playing it is sort of adding value because then there's like a player base,
Yep.
which is what they need. But it's like, man, I haven't
play
spent a
with a
single
bunch of
fucking dollar, and I've been thinking
so
about it.
much
I'm
fun.
like, damn, it's so much entertainment, and I'm like, maybe I should spend some money on this.
No.
Nah.
But then I was like, fuck these guys.
I mean, here's the thing. You bought a new Xbox, so there you go. You spent money to enjoy the game more.
That's true. Yeah. New monitor.
New monitor, yeah.
Come 1v1 me in Apex. We'll see what happens, dude. Let's go.
ready to go.
You spent way more money than you would have in game, just like making the game experience better. But I mean, it translates to other things too. It's
Now I got this monitor that I don't use except for playing video games.
Hey.
Bro, Warzone 2.
I'm ready, dude.
Yeah.
Anybody
What is
out there who plays Warzone wants to get in our fucking squad?
Oh, that should be a Patreon thing.
Yeah, you can get in our squad,
yeah.
dude. You can carry us while we suck fucking ass.
that? Get in our squad. Get some
I got
medals.
3
Let us hide
wins.
behind you.
Oh,
How we're gonna show it.
I am cracked,
Yeah.
dude. Look at this, man. The fuck you guys know about this shit?
Probably nothing.
I got a fucking controller. Look, I got the extender.
That goes right up.
I got the
You
extender
got the
on
penis
it.
extension.
And it's got the fucking paddles,
paddles?
dude. Dude, I'm
God
different, dude.
Damn, dude.
I'm different.
Built different.
I'm different. I'm like every other gamer who wants to be better at something that means nothing.
You mean like guitar?
Yeah.
I got the stainless steel.
I need to get better at the game. If I don't play, I get mad.
It's true. And if I play, I,
have
get
to
mad.
I play, I get mad.
Sounds like
I'm
an
always
addic-
mad.
Sounds like an addiction to me.
Yeah, maybe. Who's to say? At least I'm not
hard
playing
now to
World of
say.
Warcraft. dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, shitting in a bucket in your basement. Just don't even want to go to the Terror.
Yeah. It's funny. Like I know quite a few people who like were like, "Yep, I wasted a big chunk of my life on World of Warcraft."
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit!
Not even-
Like
Is
you
it
see,
around anymore?
Well, I mean, everybody. Yeah. Oh yeah.
People are still playing it, right?
Oh yeah.
I think they
Shit.
just released a big expansion or some shit.
Oh yeah. It's never gonna stop, dude.
I knew a dude, like, I think I talked about this on the podcast one before, like, a dude I know whose brother was, like, literally basement ridden. Garbage did not go in the garbage. Buckets and
Mountain
jugs of
Dew.
piss. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
and they had to have a family intervention. It got so bad.
Turn the internet off.
Yeah.
I need the game.
No, it was really bad.
I need
but
this fucking
he-
game.
He went and he quit cold turkey and he sold his World of Warcraft account for like $8,000, man. And
Jeez,
somebody
really?
bought it. Yeah, because he was like super high level, like in the top 10 of the world or something.
Oh, you could get more than $8,000 if you're
Could
top
you?
10.
Well, I don't know.
Probably.
This was also like 10, 15 years ago. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
which makes me think you could get more then than now, but I don't know. Like that was
Well,
that was before Canadian inflation.
Well, dude, they do
in the
shit like that.
2000s.
Like even in Apex,
at
it's
me.
like if you have even in fucking Jono World,
Yeah.
yeah, they'll have like there's like the badges for certain things.
Yeah.
So it's like if you get like 20 kills in a game or whatever. Anyways, there's people who will like cheat and then get those
Yeah.
and then sell the account with the badge. And it's
Oh,
just like, who the
shit.
fuck is buying that?
yeah.
What the hell?
Because I mean, you're not. Even if you have badges in Apex, it's not going to make your match any stronger. Like,
No, it just makes like your account look
Just look cooler.
cooler, but I guess. But it's just like,
damn.
No
Who
different
cares,
than like
though?
a skin for like a character model or something.
Yeah.
It's like a
At that point.
sick
It's like,
t-shirt
oh,
in real life.
sweet.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like wearing a 6 striker tee
It's like fucking
with a
jerk
skeleton
off
on it.
guy 669X4 in fucking South Korea is gonna like
Oh,
my
yeah.
profile. Like, who gives a shit?
I don't actually have the Grim Reaper shirt.
Oh, John is wearing a striker shirt too.
There you go.
Yeah, no.
Damn.
Shred 316.
Pete's wearing a piss shirt.
Brawl.
I'm holding
Yeah,
out for the new one.
This is good.
That's the old version. Those don't exist anymore.
Yeah, but that one has the pentagram at the
It
bottom.
does have the blood on the yeah, there's the pentagram or whatever it is.
We got new shirts
Blood-o-gram.
coming.
blood.
Niche.
We do.
But we're gonna sell
New
them at our
graphic.
Edmonton show first, so there will probably. Oh, maybe we can make them available to the Patreon
Ooh, the page.
page. But yeah,
I
the
like
shark
how
shirt.
the podcast is basically just us talking and then thinking about ideas for the Patreon.
Yeah, let's
How do
do
I
it.
monetize
This is half
my
of our
life?
podcast content is just like talking about what we want to do on the podcast.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Dude, it's meta.
Yeah,
This is meta shit, dude.
Metallica.
Oh yeah, I mean, like people are watching.
Sign up for
I'm
the
stoked,
$5
man.
tier. Get some feet pics from the band.
Yeah,
Yep.
Sure, I'll
When-
What do you want me to step in with my bare feet?
hot sauce, obviously.
you want to see my square toenails?
You want to see me step on a soggy piece of dog poo in my bare feet?
It's gonna look like those close-up Ren and Stimpy fucking. That's what.
The extreme detail.
I used to love that show, man. It was so fucking.
Did you ever watch
weird.
Ripping Friends?
No.
Ripping
Did you guys ever watch Ripping
that
Friends?
rings a bell. They were like the super jacked
Yeah,
guys,
yeah,
right?
they were like,
basically
"Bar the Ripping
superheroes."
Friends," but it was like the Ren and Stimpy guys.
Big
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
That was a weird fucking show.
I like
That one was always on either before or after. There was a show called Super Diaper Babies, where it'd just be these
Oh, that sounds great.
tiny little babies that just shit like and
I
can,
vaguely
launch
remember
this.
that.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Super diaper
Yes,
babies.
search it up. It's a thing and it's weird.
I feel
Okay,
like
cool.
I've seen the characters.
Jono, did you always hear a when you watch that? And you were young, you didn't know what it was?
No.
Oh my god. I feel weird. It's like when you climb the rope in gym class.
We never had the rope climb in my schools.
Oh, really?
We had like all kinds of other bullshit to do in PE, but we never had the rope.
We had it. No one could do it. What a
I
fucking
used to be
difficult
okay
thing.
at the
climb a
rope
rope.
climb.
Yeah,
bad.
it's tough, man. That's
You gotta
tough.
use your feet.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
secret.
You gotta wrap your feet around the rope and use them, squash them around the rope, and you step on one of your other feet and push yourself up.
It's true.
Because when you're climbing, it's more important to use your legs than it is your arms.
It's true.
Yeah,
It's way easier to walk on your legs than your hands.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's way easier
Or
to
go
just
up the
sit at your
stairs.
computer and not do any of that fucking
Man,
bullshit.
I start whacking it with my feet.
Dude, speaking
instead,
of-
and then get less tired.
Dude, speaking of YouTube rabbit holes, which we weren't speaking of, I saw like a video of a guy who was like, "Yeah, I spent like 30 days walking on all fours."
Oh wow.
He's like, "Here's what happened."
Did
No, I saw that.
fuck up
I
his
saw-
spine
There's like
or
a
what?
TikTok version where actually I don't know if it was all fours or if he was just walking on his hands.
That'd be
And
impressive.
He was showing like from day one to whatever like year 2 he was on or whatever.
Just jacked.
Just his forearms and his hands were like noticeably like even his hands were just
Yeah.
like shoo.
No
Dude, how
shit.
much more muscular can your
Most
How
muscular.
mu-
surprised.
in your hands? Like it's mostly there's
Bro.
some muscle. It's mostly tendons.
I have the
tendons
ultimate
and bones,
vibrato
yeah.
hand.
Dude, fun fact. Okay, for all the guitar players out there, your finger strength, your grip strength actually comes from back here.
You actually don't
The-
have
the-
any muscles in your
The
hand. that move your
tendons.
fingers.
This is the important part of your hand.
Yeah.
Like that is the thing that gives your
Yeah.
fingers they fing. That's the thing that makes them fing.
That makes
the
them
thing.
fling. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
fun
it's like
fact.
a
I
thing.
just thought that was super interesting. I saw a guitar player talking about that. He's like, so if you want to do legato, like don't focus on your fingers. Focus
Yeah.
on your
Forearm.
this.
Fing longer.
Let your hand work the way it's supposed to.
Fingers. It's true. There are zero muscles in your hand that make your fingers move.
That is exactly
It
the
all comes from your arm.
Yeah, it's all like
Yeah. That's the
Yeah,
exact
pulling on
kind of
tendons.
advice you get from someone who's really fucking good at something and just explains it like, oh no, it's really easy. You
Oh,
just got to
yeah,
do
just
this one
shred.
thing that I did for 25 years, and
Yeah.
you can do it too.
Yeah.
the guy who said that was the guitar player for Ice Nine Kills.
That was
That
awesome.
band.
There you go.
And that guy's like a hyper shredder. I have to unfollow him though. He's I don't know. His vibe wasn't right for me.
Uh-oh.
He didn't do this with,
Making you feel bad.
for vibrato.
Yeah,
Just
I don't
like
know.
shaking a dead
It was
fish
just something
around?
about. There's just like some people the way they are. You're just like, I don't really like
I
this.
want to hear more fart jokes. This guy doesn't talk about farting enough. Unfollow.
It's just like a little, I don't know. The vibe I got was like a little too know-it-all type shit. It's like, yeah, you're great at guitar, but it's like, who the fuck cares? Cure cancer, bro, and then I'll care. And then I'll also get tidbits that I share with everybody. And
Do something important
I
in
mean,
the
he-
world, like a podcast.
dude,
Yeah.
that dude is,
Sit here
he's
and talk
fucking,
about feet and
he's
farts.
insane. I think maybe it was just me being like,
I'm not as good
Brand's
as
a
him.
hater.
I
Brand's a
hate him
hater.
because I'm not as good
I'm a
as him.
hater, dude.
Comparison is a thief of joy. Dan got his joy thieved.
I got thieved.
Damn.
I got fucking thieved, dude. Dang it.
Speaking of thieving,
Chicken
time
wings?
for wings.
I thought we got to do the whole Patreon. we got to do a Patreon
podcast,
episode.
man.
No,
The Pate
Yeah.
Post.
No
what are we
paper.
doing?
Page,
for it?
the Page Pod.
Just talking shit. Actually, we
Yeah.
do have another episode. We have the bonus episode with Simon we did, which was pretty
there we
good.
go.
So
We
we
got
can
the
throw that on.
wings.
So you throw that on. We're going to
John
go
was
for
hungry.
wangs instead.
Hungry.
So
How long are we at?
tune into the
What, about an hour?
Oh,
3
there you
feet.
go.
tune into the Patreon to go back in time
Yes.
to a few days before Halloween.
Yeah.
A very spooky episode with Simon.
I didn't talk about my Halloween costume. I was a boo bee.
A
Yeah,
booby.
I didn't get it. When I saw you, I was like, what are you?
Pete showed up as a fucking in a morph suit and then drank through it, drank
Yeah.
through the face.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was horrible. And then I also may have imbibed some burning
leaves?
Burning leaves through it.
Embezzled them.
Yeah.
You embezzled
I
them
embezzled the smoke from the joint.
into your lungs.
Yeah, no, and then I got this resin stain right on the middle of the white square on the face, so I can't wear this stupid thing anymore.
Just cut the mouth out, dude.
That's a great idea.
Cut the mouth and the eyes, dude. It was so
Great
it was
idea.
so fucking weird. Next episode of the
basically what I
pod,
was
dude. Next
doing.
episode of the pod, let's get morph suits and cut the mouths out and do the whole episode
Let's
in
do
morph
it.
suits.
Dude, my
Amazon,
And just not acknowledge
Amazon.
it. Yeah.
my buddy had one of the morph suits that the
Nothing's
print of the
different
morph
here.
suit. The print of the morph suit was like as if the human had no skin, so it was all the muscle system of the human body, right?
Ooh.
And it looked fucking cool, man.
You know, I bet now
It didn't
is
have
a-
the wiener though, which is lame.
I bet now is a great time to go pick up a morph suit.
Dude,
of,
40
Halloween
bucks?
alley.
Probably, yeah.
Everything's
about
on
40
sale.
bucks.
They want to
Yeah.
get rid of everything.
Well, there
They're
goes.
decent quality.
Oh,
though, man.
this
Like,
one's
they're
only
comfy.
20
Oh,
bucks.
can we all get different colors?
Well, we would have to, yeah.
I want the fat one, dude. Like there's a
Or
fat
could
one.
we all get the
I want the
same
muscle
color,
one.
and then people have to guess who's who?
I want the
Hey.
cheap, dude.
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
Just get the green one, and we can all fucking
Do
just
acid or whatever
face
Charlie
sticking
does
out.
in that
we can do we could just green screen like
costume.
river
bunch of
flowing and
floating
shit.
faces.
Yeah, dude. Let's do that'll be our new thing. We just green screen ourselves out of the fucking frame. It's just face.
His
All right,
face is
all right.
floating. Floating heads, talking heads. There you go.
All right, so now we're gonna
No,
go
copy that.
eat chicken wings.
We are.
So
Yeah.
Chicken
write in the
nuggies.
comment if you get this far in. What's your favorite flavor
Ooh.
of chicken wing?
Ooh, there's a lot of flavors now.
Mama.
Tim, what
the
is
maple
your
bacon.
favorite flavor of chicken?
Oh man,
wing
what? The,
from Brewhouse?
From the one place we ever go.
the
Where are we gonna go
what is it, the
tonight?
Johnny
Actually,
Cash.
it's not.
Johnny Cash
No,
are
that's the
good.
one that is.
Or is
That
the
one's
one
one-
that's
that
eaten?
one's
That's the one
terrible.
that gives all of us like
The yuck-
The
digestive-
Bucky Yuckies.
Yeah.
What's the other? Honey Hot? Was that it?
Yeah,
Honey
that's
Hot's
my
good.
favorite.
Yeah.
I also
that was
like
good.
the dill pickle ones.
I also really like the Caesar salad one. It's like
Ooh,
gross but
that's
good.
Weird. Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, it's basically just garlic at that point. Garlic
yeah.
and anchovies.
It's I don't know. It's
Or
white
capers.
white
Oh.
cream and
Ever
some
eat an
cheese.
anchovy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I've had 'em on
they're too
pizza.
salty. I mean, I'd like them if they weren't so salty. Like, why you gotta make it so fucking salty, man?
Why you gonna be so salty?
Yeah.
All right, that's this episode of the podcast.
That's
Tune
a
in
crap.
for the Patreon homies. There's an extra episode for y'all,
Of
and
us
then
eating the chicken
yeah,
wings.
so you're gonna be a fucking mutt.
And then the next,
ASMR.
and then on the Patreon after that, us shitting the chicken wings out. Yeah.
the toilet
not.
cam.
Maybe not.
What's that whistling?
Yeah, dude. Like
We gotta cut this
How
out.
do you
We
get
gotta
a-
cut this
how do
out.
you
Okay,
get-
that's it.
isn't
Everybody,
it
goodbye.
impossible?